Hi, I'm Sam Dickinson, and I am a triathlete training out of the Leeds Triathlon Centre.
Hi Sam. So you've mentioned that you're based in Leeds. Let's start off with the World Triathlon Championship Series race in June. How was it to be racing in your home city?
An experience like no other, to be honest. I was lucky enough for that one to be my World Series debut as well, so I'd never raced at that level before, and to come in and race in your home city was phenomenal. The support, the crowds. I still think Leeds is one of the best places for sport in the world. But to see everyone come out and support you, friends and family as well, who can come, who don't usually come to watch races when you're abroad. It was really special. It really was.
You mentioned it was your debut. How did it feel to be on that kind of the highest level of international racing for the first time?
It's it actually felt like a long time coming because I've been in Leeds for 4 years now and watching the race in Leeds every year, obviously besides last year, watching the race every year from the sidelines going, I tell you what, I can't wait to be racing this one. So I actually kind of it felt like a little bit of relief, but also a little bit of um, well, you've been watching it for 4 years now. You've you've been thinking about racing it for 4 years, and so the time's actually come to race it. It was almost a bit of a well, no excuses now. You got to deliver.
And I guess we can't talk about Leeds without your attack on the bike. What was going through your mind, and what was the plan as you kind of just set off away from the pack?
That was so Leeds. The British male team had a big job to do in terms of trying to qualify that third spot for the Olympic Games. So we needed to get Bish as high up as we could in that race. So that meant myself and Gordon Benson were doing a job for him. So once we got him to the front pack, we then I think the plan was for someone, either me, Al, Gordon, to go off the front and then hopefully force all the other countries to chase, so that it gave Tom an easy ride and he could run well. So yeah, it was a bit of a I took one for the team there by having to send one off the front and then not run great. But again, it gave everyone something to cheer, and seeing the smiles on people's faces when they talked to me after the race, it made it all worth it. It really did.
And you mentioned about the team a couple of weeks after Leeds obviously headed out to Kitzbühel, where the team won mixed relay gold. What was that experience like to be racing as part of the team and to stand at the top of the podium?
Yeah, it's phenomenal, and you know what made it even more special was the fact how young that team was. So it was myself, Sean Rainsley led off with a fantastic leg, giving us top three. And I went second, handed over to Liv, who had the leg of the day. She really won us that gold medal, really, by breaking away. And leaving Gordon just out on his own there for the last leg. And Gordon's a very experienced athlete and managed to just control the whole race, or control his race, and bring it home. But yeah, I think Sean told me after the race that we'd been on a junior European Relay Championship podium together, an under 23 one, and now finally a senior European Senior Championship relay. So yeah, it kind of feels great to just move through the age groups and finally start delivering at the senior level now.
As you mentioned, you got the relationship with Sean and with Liv and with Gordon. Once you've done your leg, are you a good spectator, kind of watching Liv and Gordon? How are you feeling as they were swim, bike, and running?
Yeah, I think I'm a good spectator. I don't know. I like to cheer them on anyway, because that's how I like to race. So yeah, I'll definitely give full beans cheering just as I give full beans racing.
Mm-hmm. Is it slightly a different feeling, I guess, when you're doing an individual race? You're constantly in the moment from start to finish, but you're, like I say, you're watching once you've handed on. Is that a different feeling? Is that a weird feeling to know you're not fully in control at that moment?
Yeah, it is. It is different to not be in control, but you've just got to have full faith in your team, and having a team as strong as Great Britain's team on that day, it definitely filled me with confidence that we could do something special. And yeah, I don't think we were picked as the strongest team to win it, but we all four of us knew that we could win it. So it's all about going and delivering, and the team did. It was great.
And speaking of the team, you've been selected as one of the reserve athletes for Tokyo this summer. What does it mean to you to be kind of selected as part of that group?
Yeah, I think it's an absolute honor and a privilege to be selected to be one of the traveling reserves to help support the team out there. I think it's obviously a shame that I'm not going to race in my own right. However, I see it as a massive learning experience and a massive learning curve to try and take in everything, and also be a part of that team to help Alex and Johnny in whatever way I can, whether it's calming some nerves, whether it's just having people there to chat to, or talking to his training partners. Yeah, I certainly think being around that whole experience will be really useful, and one that I'm really looking forward to.
You mentioned kind of moving up through the different age groups. Do you see this as like another stepping stone, another learning moment in your trajectory as an athlete?
Absolutely. In the sport of triathlon, there's nothing bigger in Olympic distance triathlon than the Olympic Games. So to be part of there and to take it all in, yeah, I'm certainly really looking forward to learning as much as I can, and it hopefully making me a better athlete on the other side.
Sam, thank you so much for your time.
No worries. Thanks, James.